Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. This is not a build video. This is going to be sort of a safety video talking about one of the things that happens with wood, and that's tension buildup and some of the bad things that can come from it. So stick around, we'll get into it. Welcome back to the channel. So just a quick little video this afternoon about tension in wood. Was just doing a quick easy Viking chair build, which is made from a single 2x10x8, and had a couple different issues with tension in the wood that I wanted to go ahead and use this as a reason to do a video on its own, since the issues made it so I cannot actually build a Viking chair from this piece of lumber. So I'm gonna skip to a clip real quick about the actual cutting of the wood into the 3-foot length and the first problem that I found with that. So let's head on over to that video. So you'll see here all I did was I measured over 36 inches, made my line, cut right along the line, and that released a lot of tension in the board. You can see this board just wants to rock and roll. All right, welcome back to this side of things. So you saw in the last little clip about how the twist got into the wood, and now we're going to go to the second part of the video, second issue that we ran into with tension in the wood, and that was coming directly from pinch on the blade. So let's head on over that way to that one. All right, so here I'm making the first cut, and I can tell by the sound of the saw that the blade's slowing down. I can see it pinching at the back, so I'm ready. I have to lift it up, and you can see it snags and gets caught because of the tension. Now I start it up, and right after I start into my second cut, we're going to have a little bit of kickback. Right there. I was ready for it, is expecting it, and that's why it really didn't get out of my hand. Time for the slow-mo. Okay, glad that we got those two clips out of the way. So you saw from the two of them, they are both problems with tension in the wood, two totally different issues. Two totally different manifestations of the exact same issue, and that issue is going to be the tension that is built up within wood itself. So a little bit more on the actual twist from the very first clip. This is the piece that I cut off, 3 foot long, 10 inches wide, and you can really tell when I push down on it. Look at that amount of rock. That is all twist in the board coming directly from the inner tension. So let's measure this. I know you can't tell from the video, but that is 9/16. So that is just over a ½ an inch difference in the two corners just on the twist of the wood. There is no overcoming that. With this Viking chair, when you go to stow the bottom of the chair into the back, these two pieces are your side rails. And this piece of wood slides. In between these two, there's cross pieces. But with that twist in the wood, there's absolutely no way for this. We got a ½ an inch difference here. There's no way for it to slide in there with the cross pieces with that twist in this bottom board. They both have to be perfectly straight in order for that to happen and them to line up correctly. So this build is done. There's no way that I can make the Viking chair out of this piece. But you live and you learn. wanted to use this as a teaching moment to show that that's nobody's fault. It's not like I blame the big box store. I checked the board when I got it. It was nice and dead arrow straight. Wasn't until that first cut, when I was making that first cut on the miter saw. As soon as that blade got all the way through it, I could hear it spring. That's when I knew, before I even looked at the cut and the piece, the off-cut piece, that there was that twist. I had hoped to be able to salvage it. I'd hoped that it wouldn't be as drastic as it is. That's why I went ahead with the additional cuts, but you know, there's no coming back from that. So I hope everyone can learn to pay attention to your wood. Pay attention to what is happening with your piece of wood. You know, because I got that twist in it and I heard that little spring sound when I cut through it on the miter saw, I used a little more caution on the table saw. And I'm glad I did. I caught a kickback that could have been catastrophic. You start talking about a 3-foot long 2x10 being fired back at you by a table saw. That can be a real bad day for anyone. Luckily, I was expecting it. I wouldn't say I was expecting it. I was cautious of it and prepared for it if it happened, and it did. So luckily, because I was prepared, nothing bad happened to me. Just goes to show you, you got to pay attention to your wood. Hope you enjoyed the video. Little bit of useful information that I've learned along the way. Just want to do a quick shout out to my buddy Mike over at Armor Woodworks by Mike. You can see the t-shirt in the video. He's got those in an online store. I'll link to his store down below. Also have a link to his YouTube channel. He's got some great videos out there. Also want to give a shout out to 731 Woodworks and their Sawdust Startups group in school. An amazing group of guys and gals who like to hang out, chat, learn from each other, learn from what Matt Outlaw has to teach us. Great group put on by Matt Outlaw, Nick Sodal, and Greg Godert. You can learn so much in that organization or in that group. So check them out. I'll have a link to them as well down in the description. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. If you've ever experienced any kickbacks from tension that may have caused you some problems. Hopefully not, but let us know. As always, a like, a share, a subscribe. Do more than you know with helping out a small woodworking channel get started up. So I would appreciate it if you